Okay, so I had somebody on Facebook ask me about my pan and how I cut it, and I wanted to make a quick video. Unfortunately, I forgot to shoot the video before I put it back on the car. So here we are under the car. The engine is on the hoist, and I'm about to lower it. But I wanted to show you. Let me slide it back a little bit. You can see this bolt above the level sending unit right here. And I'm going to move the engine so you can see it better. Basically, if you follow that line all the way down, that was the cut line right there. So if we can get it now with the light, you can see that we just followed that groove all the way down. And we tried to, I cut it. And I had a shop that could weld aluminum with TIG. I actually welded because I didn't have a TIG at the time, and I still don't know how to TIG. So let me move the light here. You can see I just tried to follow the contour all the way down, and it's just flat in the back. So not much to it. Again, the key is just to go off this this one bolt up front by the sender unit there, and follow that all the way down. And now let me put it on the mount, and I'll show you how it clears the cross member. So now you can see I got the engine down. The amount of clearance we have, I'll try to maneuver out a little bit. So you can see it's a comfortable amount of space. So that's I would cut it in the same place again. So just straight across the plane here with the top, and then down with that bolt. Now let's give you some context. I'm going to come up top and I'm going to show you the position of the engine, as well as the transmission mount, because I get questions on those too. Okay, so here we have the engine, and I put a socket on there. You can see. Let me try to come straight down. The camera doesn't want to focus. We are actually about 13 3/4, and if we come over, we're 28. So I've got a 1/4 inch off, and looking at this motor mount here, that thing is an absolute mess. And I'm hoping that the shift is what caused that, because I was extremely paranoid and meticulous when I put this thing in, and it should have been spot on. So I'm going to chalk up that extra 1/4 to my mounts collapsing, and probably my wonderful welding job there. But for the most part, it's centered. Now let's look at the setback. Okay, so it's very difficult to find a flat, square surface to measure the setback in this car. Everything, firewall's rounded. All the sheet metal here has a lip on it for structural support. So just putting from the flat portion of the radiator support there, over to the top of the valve cover. Again, it's going to just be a judgment call there on whatever you want to call that. So I'd probably go down to the lip on the valve cover and call it about 8 1/4. Of course, perspective, right? If I move the camera. So really, the engine mounts, once you center it, that's kind of what I would go by, and then the transmission mount. So if you lock in the transmission mount and you try and center the block, that's going to give your position anyways. So let's go look at the transmission mount. Okay, so here we have the transmission mount. It's a stock 123 mount. This is the bottom of the 722-608 original Mercedes transmission mount. What I did is I just cut this notch. Honestly, I can't even remember what it used to look like. I think that was filled in, it was stamped. And then I ran a bar across, and I just drilled 2 holes to mate up to the 7226 mount. Now the problem is, one is access. If I want to get the drive shaft off, which I seem to do on a regular basis, it's in my way. Also, I already tore up the 7226 mount, so I'm not sure if I did that with my fiasco trying to take a shortcut to get the pan off and bending everything up, or it was tore up from my driving. But I might play around with this down the road and see if I could figure something else out. In the meantime, I'll just replace that original 7226 mount and roll with this. So hopefully that helps answer the question with the pan, the clearance, other questions I had on the mounts for the transmission and engine placement. Thanks for watching.